Hello, everybody. My name is David Day, and today I will be talking to you about autonomous driving and electric vehicles. And I'll be discussing the benefits, the drawbacks, and the ethical implications of this new technology. So, to start, we're going to talk about the benefits of self driving cars. Our first benefit is collision prevention. And one big feature about self driving cars is that collisions are almost totally eliminated. There's no more car crashes. And if this were the case, wrecks would be really uncommon. So in the US today, thousands and thousands of people die from car accidents. And with this new technology, human error is eliminated. So the potential threat of people dying from car crashes is eliminated. Another benefit would be that there's less wasted time. So instead of sitting at the wheel staring just to nothing, you can be doing something else besides driving. Like you can relax, work, pretty much anything that you would want to do while you're driving. So this frees up hours for some people who have hour-long commutes to and from large cities such as San Francisco, New York, etc. Another benefit of self-driving cars is that updates can be implemented into the cars. Like currently in the Tesla, they can do over-the-air updates, which allows them to add more features and technologies to the car without you having to go anywhere, like any dealership or anything. So it's just through your Wi-Fi to your internet, and you get free updates to the car. So also some benefits of electric vehicles is that obviously they're better for the environment. So instead of being powered by gasoline, which causes emissions and all that kind of stuff, renewable energy can be used to power electric vehicles. So things such as water, wind, and solar. And also, electricity is much cheaper than gasoline or diesel. So the price of operating your car is is a lot lower because gas now is about $2.50 for regular, over $3 for premium, and electricity is much cheaper than that depending where you live. So that would really minimize the cost for many people driving. And currently here in Auburn at the mall, we have the charging stations for Tesla, so you can just charge your car while you're doing other things, and so that minimizes the time it takes to charge and affects your day. So combining the two technologies, we are minimizing power used because the car, instead of you putting your foot on the pedal and you determining how much gas the car uses, how much, what the engine, like the rate the engine moves at, the computer can determine what's the best way to drive, how much power should I put, depending on the terrain and all that kind of stuff. And also there's regenerative braking, which is when you're braking the car, it generates electricity back into the batteries, and that's just free energy just from you braking that you did not have in the past. And another benefit of having an autonomous car is that it can automatically charge itself. So like a Roomba, like how a Roomba goes and docks itself back into its charging station, the car could essentially do the same thing, which would prevent you from forgetting to charge your car. And then one big problem is range anxiety, which means like, oh, I have 50 miles left on my battery, but I need to go 55 miles. People, freak out about that. So that would really minimize that too. So now we're going to go to the drawbacks of the two technologies. So first we're going to talk about the drawbacks of autonomous vehicles. And the drawbacks of autonomous vehicles is that accidents, we did talk about how accidents are minimized with autonomous vehicles, but the problem is when they do happen, it's really confusing to see who's at fault, because if the car is driving itself, you have no responsibility to be watching. And so does the insurance have to pay for that? Does the car maker have to pay for that? So it's really confusing with that. And also the price for autonomous cars right now, really they're only in like Tesla's, Cadillac has a few autonomous cars, but really there's no fully autonomous car on the market. And when it does come to market, it's obviously going to be very pricey. But as time goes on, the price will go down. And another thing about autonomous vehicles is that they store a lot of data, because it is essentially a computer. They have hard drives, SSDs, whatever in them. And this data can be misused by companies if somehow they get it from your car. They can see everywhere you've been, what time, and that can be used for advertising or who knows what it can be used for. So some drawbacks of electric vehicles is that it does take a lot longer to refuel them or to charge them. Um, Charging is cheaper than gasoline, but if you do live in an area where electricity is more pricey, that is minimized for you, and they can affect the economy. So currently in states like Alabama, Louisiana, and Texas, the gasoline industry or the oil industry is really big, and there's many jobs. So then that transition would affect those economies, but it'll be a while until all cars are electric or a good portion of cars on the road are fully electric. Yeah, and then these jobs do offer high-paying jobs. I mean, this job just offers high-paying jobs to people without college degrees. So to conclude, there's many benefits and drawbacks associated with these technologies and many ethical problems as we've seen. I myself believe that the technology will improve over time and that the average consumer will be able to use these technologies. But for now, as we know with many technologies and things like that, we have to wait for them to develop over time. Thank you.